right.
Officer,
There we
I
go.
have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. Sylvie, I believe we've met. This is me, the detective from the Whirling in Rags. Let's go with the second one.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
You mean me? You need to get away from me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind the workplace bother you? Do you know who made the call? But why didn't you call?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything? I meant us. You should have called the police. Let's go with the second one.
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
I am the authority around here. We could ask Kim, of course. I am the authority around here. Looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? I am the authority around here.
Okay.
She obviously doesn't want to challenge your authority. You feel much better now. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
As you say, authority, as you say.
Don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin?
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually.
Her voice breaks.
The fucking nerves on her. Trying to hide behind weakness. You're
Oh my God.
a god. An angry but just god.
Holy shit. Yeah, sure, let's completely fly off the handle. If Half-Light tells us to. I am a god, you report to me, not the union. Is it clear?
Hey, if you cannot restrain yourself, then I'll be handling the interviews from now on, and you can quietly take notes.
You got your methods, I got mine, Lieutenant. Now let me do my job. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. I just lost it. I might have an anger issue. Thing is, I want to keep this conversation going. Sorry.
Apparently so. Please do try to control yourself.
The anger is gone from his eyes and it's almost as if his voice is softer than before.
Cop with an anger issue. Underpaid, overworked, and on the verge of collapse in both personal and professional life. That's more of a rule than an exception. And the lieutenant knows this. He understands. Breathing on the other end suggests that Sylvie is still on the line. She heard everything.
Do you know who made the call?
No. I honestly don't know.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay, next question then.
Okay.
Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? Oh, she sounds beyond exacerbated. I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and
She stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue.
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
And what? What did I do?
you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after. People tried to back away from you or even slip out of the door, but you screamed, "I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation."
I should have killed myself? Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay. Okay, I don't know what to say. Yes, but what happened to my gun? I'm just gonna go with the complete doomer option here.
No, please, no more suicide threats. Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore.
Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
Ironically, after selling the gun for money, I suppose. So,
It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Yeah, I think she got it. Good job.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere? No, let's ask that first. Wait, how did you first learn I'm a police officer?
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Not my uniform too. God, I should really look into that. Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me. I'm going to let it slide. I don't need answers for every little thing. Let's spiral a bit.
Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it. It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Hey, do you want to grab a cup of coffee with me sometime?
No, absolutely not.
Our morale is suffering, but I assume this much. I think I got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye.
Okay, let's fail this. Let's fail this, please. That would be fun. Come on.
No,
There we go.
she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Garte.
Yeah, it's definitely some other guy. Like God.
You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that? That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Oh my god, not a spinster. Yeah, she's a woman, probably just playing hardball with the goods. Women are just transactional. Jesus Christ. I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do so without all this internalized misogyny. Oh my god, not a spinster?
Not a spinster, my God. You have to intervene on behalf of the ethnic nation of love, equally of sun and lightning. First, calm her down. Tell her you've got everything under control, and then go have a boys' talk with God himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Are you still there, kiddo? Listen, I've got everything under control. Daddy is going to take you on his lap, little darling. Oh god, that's horrible. Please know, I don't want to say any of those things. Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. I will not refuse it. Like, This is gonna be real awkward, I think. It gives us a way out despite a failed check. It's not always the case in this game. Let's go with the worst one. Daddy's going to take you on his lap, little darling.
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on. Take it to Garte now.
I'm done with the radio for now, and the call.
57, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Just for good measure, let's tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation: we're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation: don't even think you can drive my MC.
Okay. Now after that, we should really save. Oof, that was some rough stuff there. Let's quickly take a look. I think... Yes, I have a skill point. I will wait on it though. I'll collect them for now, and I'll use them when necessary. We can level stuff up while in conversation, so we don't have to rush it. We can use them when we need them, because you can see like this skill has 2 points here. We can level this up twice and then it's done. This one 4 times, 3 times. So I don't want to put stuff in something and then suddenly be stuck because I can't unlock a skill check by leveling up anymore. I'm saying that from experience from my last playthrough. That was a close one, but I managed somehow with a little bit of panic in the meantime. Okay, let's put on the gardening gloves, thick latex gardening gloves in classic canary yellow. Maybe you should retire, take up gardening as a hobby. It's worth a thought. Let's put them on. More interfacing. We have some tools. Let's take the crowbar in our hands. And we have the kind green ape pen. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The tape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. The commemorative pin. This unusually tasteful pin was produced to celebrate the Saint-Baptiste Summer Dinghy Races 31. It has the warm glow of a well-loved memento. That just makes it even better that we are gonna pawn it. The red tip pry bar has Carson T Heavy Duty engraved just below the handle. It is satisfyingly heavy and perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. Let's take a look at the others as well. The chain cutters, the meanest looking pair of cutters you have ever seen, made in Gottwald by Wahlschirmwerkzeuge. No chain, wire, nor barbed fence will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to chew steel. Gottwald is basically the equivalent to like a German-speaking country, which is why I can actually pronounce the words from there and don't struggle with it. So yeah. The flashlight. A police flashlight bearing the logo of Grundstellung RAO. The small dynamo packed inside this handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity anytime, anywhere. And we've got some new quests. The call reporting the crime, the reality lowdown, track down the badge, track down the gun, talk to guard Lieutenant Love. Okay, how about we do that right away? To just pack this whole thing into one really uncomfortable episode? I think that seems reasonable. Let's talk to guard.
Can I help you?
I need a drink. Can you pour me one?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
He points at his empty hand.
He sounds irritated.
You sound irritated. Why? All I want is a drink. Say nothing or no, there's nothing there. You sound irritated. Why? All I want is a drink.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes his imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I want a fucking drink, asshole. You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. Fine then, I had something else I needed. I want a fucking drink, asshole.
Well, you're not getting it! Asshole!
This is a thoughtful exchange, but can we move on, please?
God, this game sure feels different when you play like an asshole. It sure feels different. I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard, a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you've got to suck up to the Union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
The lieutenant gives you a meaningful look. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
God, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe I am a cook. I have a search warrant. But there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen. But I'm really hungry. Maybe I am a cook?
You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
There's something else I wanted to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
So I talked to Sylvie.
God.
He does not look too pleased.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Okay. Again, reiterating, this run does not represent my own opinions and views. Turns out she's a whore who likes to ride the cock carousel, but I don't want to lay that on him. I don't have anything else, like a back button, for example. Turns out...
Wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel?
She rides the cock carousel until she's too old to ride it. Then she settles down with a provider. No time for lectures. The point is, you're losing at her nasty mind games. Sylvie's a total psycho. Just drill the inside of your mouth with your tongue. God, that's just such horrible, anti-feminist talking points that are very common among a certain subset of people that you usually encounter on the internet. I suppose we have to become that.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
That was roughly it. You don't want to know. Yeah, she said she likes the cock carousel very much. So fun. Depict a carousel of cocks going merrily around. Yeah, let's go with that one.
He looks at you, spinning your arms, then leans on the corner and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with a broken wing. on the morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
He stops and stares at the counter.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Or, maybe I broke it? Yeah, man, signals. Mixed signals. This is classic cock carousel behavior. Broken bird, feathers, not knowingly. This is all part of the mindfuck on the cock carousel. Let's go with option number 2 here.
Cock carousel. I think I understand now. That's what they ride until, like, 39.
Oh god, we turn him into an internet neckbeard.
They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
He corks the bottle and hands it to you. Some Commodore Red.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
He stares into the blood red liquid in the cup.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
I am truly magnificent. Let's take a look at our alcohol bottle. Plus physique minus morale. Okay, so this damages our morale. We can't really afford to drink it right now because we are then on the brink of death. Or on the brink of quitting. But good thing we have it, good thing we have it. We'll do that soon-ish because we have 2 morale left. I don't know, some people that are just around the corner. That might make that worse. So I'm gonna wait until we have some more healing items. I don't think we can afford any yet at the Frit. So let's take a look around. What's in here? Anything in the trash can? There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Do we want to talk to... where are they? There they are. Let's talk to them first.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth to hide a burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Will do.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
This one's still chewing on his sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Alright, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Let's send it. Or not. And... there we go.
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
What a description. In my first playthrough, I launched it into the sea. They didn't like that.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
There are no 2 more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing.
Hold on, why did it feel so wrong?
Your muscle memory knew what to do and went for it. But there were gaps.
Huh? Oh, something about it was completely unnatural, corrupted. Okay, it just skipped the first line. I was a bit confused there for a second.
Yeah, gaps you tried to fill with thinking. We don't think in sports. We do. It felt like you were going for a thrust
Oh, no.
or a lunge. There was definitely gonna be jumping. Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
The throw was terrible, and you know it. No need to mock me. I thought something way more spectacular would happen. The throw was terrible, and you know it.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
His tone is full of admiration.
With a pinch of fear.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
Perfect throw? Well, I still feel defeated. That's just how Johnny Ballgame is. Extraordinary. I was going for something cool, but I screwed it up like always. This is just how Johnny Ballgame is. Extraordinary.
Right. Was the demonstration it? Or do you still need something from us, officer?
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
Do you know anything about the man hanged in the back of the whirling in rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a bull in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why shell them here in Martinez? They should have chosen a place away from people and buildings. I understand, I bombed this place too.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They didn't do it because they didn't like it. They had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in '08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Okay. Deathblow sounds grim. Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast. Shake your head and look down at the crater. Let's nod thoughtfully.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Is that why everything is so bombed out?
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There is a strange gleam in his eyes.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Okay, now it's a straight up political question. That's how it should be, soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class to take over. I think I clicked that in my first playthrough. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Nothing, I don't think, I just do. Okay, so that's the communist option, that's the fascist option, that's moralist, I assume, that's ultra-liberal, and that's probably moralist again. And in this case, which is going to be the worst?
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
He sighs.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who was this Frissel?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the High Palais, in a very public execution.
You mentioned Guillaume?
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
We can try this check if we want to. Let's go for it.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
Makes sense.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
We could put another point in composure, but I think that can wait to some extent.